Good morning. Oh, welcome to Sunday morning coffee on a Sunday morning for a change. Thanks for coming along. Nice bunch of people I see already. I've just realised again how floof this is. I've been up for a while, but as always, I've only just went, oh, I should probably turn the computer on and look vaguely presentable. Vaguely kind of does it. What have we got? And there, got Daniel. Woo. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I've got some show and tell. I've got something I've painted. Got Kickstarter news. Got book news. Got new cool things. In fact, I just need to get them now because I totally forgot to put them in my show and tell stack. Wait there. Where did I put them? Get them here. There we go. Cool little things to show and tell. Both show and tell. So, shall I begin? I should show something off. I've got some gunny pets with me. We still need a name for this game. Welcome to all suggestions. It's not going to be gunny pets, but I don't know what it's going to be. But I've actually got them at the house for playtesting now, so they're currently just on a lid. Oh, they look so nice! They look so nice! So these were painted by, just I don't want to take them off too much. These were painted by Paul of Pandemonium. So these are our playtesty figures. They're just very lightly glue dotted onto these bases at the moment. But Peakamunda. That's one of the tasks I was working on this week. Very boring, not gunny pets. Figuring out what bases, so figuring out base sizes, one that fit the model, that doesn't impact the game. There is no, as I said before, if you've already based them, it's not going to make much of a difference. I don't think, oh, dang, I've already based mine. It's fine. But just to get everything in order, because the new, Wasteland Rascals. No, it's too close to Rascal Town. I'll get a cease and desist from Louise. The starter box and all the minis since then are going to be with bases. So I just need to get it sort of standardized so that it's sold as that sort of thing. So I have used what I am hopefully going with, but we're going to be testing that out. I've been doing a mixture of costing as well, because bases are weirdly expensive, especially when you add them up. So there's going to be a lot of bases in this starter set. So one is, do we go for the flats? And also, what's the word? Not accessibility. How easy it is to get hold of them. So when I need a restock, how easy it is. So I've been looking at Renedra, but again, I'm going to tell you, because this is that behind the scenes stuff that I promised. So Renedra were an obvious choice, so very easy for me to get. And I like Renedra. And he'd being based, woo! So there we got some on here. And we've got the small troops, the auxiliary / fast, they're both, well, they're separate, and the heavy support. So at first I thought, we can have them in all these different sizes, 25, 30, and 40. And the difference in price between 30mm and 40mm is wild. It's absolutely wild. And it's to do with how many they can fit on a frame, because it's all the tooling. So the 40mm are way more. So it costs a lot to put the 40mm in. And then I realized I was trying to cram. So there's the difference. So I was trying to cram them originally onto 30mm, going, we'll save a bit of money if we do that. But I don't like it. But the difference is so much to swap them out for 40mm. I'll show you another one where I was just like, some are okay, but they need to be standardized. Where's another one I left on the 30? They're just a bit, see what I mean? It's just a bit too tight. But once you've moved it up to the 40, but it's all that costing and getting things to work. So then I've been looking at the lipped bases, and they work out cheaper. So the smaller ones are more expensive, but the larger ones aren't. So it might balance it all out. So I need to keep looking, and I need to find lipped. I think lipped will work better for them, but to try and find ones that don't have the slot hole in as well, because it feels like an afterthought when you've got to fill the slaughter hole. So those boring bits has been part of what I've been working on, but it's good because it means some movement is actually happening. Because they've been waiting on me. Devilfly, I've been waiting on me to actually start getting engaged, and I am now engaged. So well, I've got any pets movement. There's a little look at them again. Ooh, they're so cute. Painted by Paul. There's nothing new in there, so they are the existing minis that a lot of you have. But they have been made into. There we go. Oh, also costing how much it would be to get my own bases. Actually, one of them was an option, but then you need different sizes. Oh, dang it! Everything for gun pegs is going to be resin. The metal's still going to be a thing. And again, if you've got metal ones, they're not going to get taken off you. But everything is getting, if it's not resin to begin with, so like the Cappy Cannon's resin, all of those figures you just saw, all resin. And the latest samples have come through. Again, you won't see it because of the camera. Oh, actually, this is the camera that's all, I can never remember. But there is it's got a little feed on it. The mimics, but in resin. I really like them in resin. So they've been sent for approval, and I have approved. Look at them. Yeah, I looked at things like ply, and it's just it's how it looks as well. Ply is quite hard to get hold of, and the price has gone absolutely skyrocketed because Fenris uses ply, and it's just become undoable, unusable. And I don't think, without sassing on anyone, I don't think MDF gives it that professional feel that I'm going for, because I'm going for a boxed, sexy skirmish game that people that have come from Warhammer and such will play, and I just want it to be as sleek as possible. And as much as I'm a big fan of MDF bases, I want the Warhammer people to not be like, "What's the Warhammer people?" I've had so many discussions about that this week. There's something, I don't know what it is, but there's something that I don't think fits into it. I think these would be plastic bases. Just it's a mixture of like what people use, and sometimes you want to go against the grain, but other times you want to be trying to be taken seriously with my silly guinea pig thing. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm getting. I want to be a big boy, and yeah, something like, say, War Machine. War Machine's a bad example. That's how out of touch I am. But anything like that isn't going to use MDF. So that's the reasoning. But I still need to find the source and type, because you've also got normal lipped bases and then like the little roundy ones. So I've got to figure that out. But I'm well happy with that. So there's some samples. There will be new models. There's going to be a re-release. I haven't really spoke much about it, have I? Because I've been busy on other bits. There's going to be a re-release, and it's going to be a Kickstarter, and there are going to be new models as well. And there's going to be plenty, if you're somebody who, somebody who's got the models, there'll be options for you to get just all the new stuff, all the rules. So don't worry thinking, no, I've got the metal ones. And if you've got the metal ones and you want the resin as well, you can do that. That's also fine. Mug reveal today is Peaks. Piggies. And I actually have a squash. I've just had a coffee, so I'll have a squash. Daniel's off to play Stardew. I think that's a good idea. You should do that. Do you have a spouse in Stardew yet? I currently abandoned my game. Did I marry? I feel like I did marry. Oh, I married Emily, but I normally marry not marry. I normally move Krobus in, but I was trying to work my way through the villagers for a change. I've been writing some fluff for Gunny Pets as well this week, which has got me like excited by it too. So some actual movement happening. And I've been promising the team all year, going, soon I'll be able to put my brain to it because I can only focus on one thing. And there's been so much going on that now I'm like, that is good. Jill married the artist lady and we have a baby. I couldn't handle the responsibility. Yes, my first playthrough, I married Leia and then I divorced her for Shane and massively regretted that. Especially when you talk to them and they're just like, no, oh, I'm sorry, what have I done? This is the game Stardew Valley, anyone who's just joined. We are all monsters. So there's been quite a lot of Gunny Pets movement. I've got some more resins to show you, and I've even painted. I'll show you been painting this week. I'd say all they're nothing special, which I always do, but if somebody else showed me them, I'd go, oh, they're pretty nice actually. So I've painted that's a good way of thinking about it, isn't it? Imagine someone else has shown you your own things. You wouldn't be like, ugh, what? So I've painted some wolves. And these are the Fenris wolves. I need to varnish them. As I've said to Andy, I'm rubbish at getting varnishing done. So he's popped some varnish down here. So I need to do that. And add a few more details, but nice. So these are from Fenris Games, sculpted by Mr. Joe Snurg. And they're lovely. And I did them in a very short amount of time with, have I got it here? It's over there. A massive dry brush. Well, it's not a dry brush, one of those makeup brushes. And I just did it with that, apart from when I got to like a few little bits later on. But there's another of them. Whee! And another one. I'm really happy with them actually. So they've been there undercoated for ages and I haven't done anything with them. And then because his dogs only come in a pack of 4, got Fenrir, my dog. So that's the leader, keeping them all in check. Yes, wolf sounds indeed. So it's nice to have them as a little gang. I pretty much just need to varnish them and then put the tufts on. I can't remember where I've put my personal tufts, where they are. My house tufts. So painted a little unit, which brings me to I am now a shill for the army painter. I'm not an official shill, but they did send me a set of paints. I've already moved the box away. I did a little post. I've got to do the full disclosure. I was sent these for free, but I'm under no shill obligation. I haven't not annoyed, but perplexed Andy that I do keep getting free paints, which is that's why I paint. To be fair, that's what got me to paint. I thought if people keep sending me paints, I should probably paint a bit. I'm going, oh Andy, there's no space for all these paints that I've got, seeing as I'm such a painting influencer. And he said, going, I have to pay and I'm painting every night of the week. So I got, I can't remember what it's called, war paint. And I got rid of the box already. I got a set. I got a set from of the new war paint fanatics from Army Painter. And you got a cool little painting guide. I do like that. It's not just like, here's your paints, mate. It's got some cool stuff. So I thought I'd use them as a little promo to, yeah, it was the fanatics to paint these. I did use the Too Thin Coats glaze on the eyes though, because I love that too much. I think the red was from Army Painter as well, but I enjoyed it. So thank you, Army Painter. I now have lots more paints, and they've got a ink. Hang on, not ink. Dark skin shade, which is interesting. I used that, but was it that was shiny? It might be that was shiny, which is why I did prompt to go, oh, I should probably varnish. Just to, well, one, because they're metal, and then to put the dull coat on top. But it was good because it kicked me up the arse to actually get some painting done. And as my usual disclaimer, if I think the thing's crap, I'll just never mention it. I'd have just got them and gone, oh. But I'm also not a very good paint reviewer because I like them all. There's like, they're either fine or rubbish. Like when people, I don't quite get it when people are like, oh, I really like this paint brand though over this paint brand. I think they're kind of all just paints to me. Um, but some of them you get the standouts. So like I really like those glazes from the Duncan stuff. I always use the strong dark tone and stuff and from Army Painter, Turbo Dork just for all the weirdness. But I tend not to look at brands when I get them out of the thing. I've just got them all color thingied, and I've got favorite colors from different people. So yeah, there you go. So I was well chuffed. I was like, oh, nice. I also got like a grey set from them too. I'm like, oh, cheers. So that's exciting. I got free things, yay! And then on social media, I've seen loads of people going, thanks, Army Painter. So they're on one of their like, we'll just send out loads of paints to people. And so yeah, I'm glad I'm worthy. Yes, they were pleasant. So where have I got my little tick box? Oh, Jill forgot how staining the soft and strong. I love the tones. And having that extra one is interesting. So I've been trying that out too. So we got. I didn't even have that on my notes. Outrage. Belly pets. I can cross that off. The other things. Bases. Oh, Bases Decision. I thought it said Bases de Clisson. I was like, what? Rope. What is wrong with me? Rope fluff. Oh yeah, I did write fluff. There we are. Got that. Got that. Oh, I never used those tins. I don't know if they still do them because that was when I first got back into the hobby, and people were like, it's cool. You can just dip it in this gloop. And I was like, And then I saw all these horror stories because you're supposed to brush it on, but I don't know if that's still a thing. But that I feel gives the same effect, but without being like horrible enamel or something. So yeah, thank you, Gary. Other things that are so. I was given the Army Painters for free, but these I purchased with my own money. And I was going to show you, I showed you the flat pack last week, but I did get them assembled. This is a good review for, I think it's the XLC, because I got them all glued. Andy came downstairs when I've made terrain. What is happening? And they're really cheap and they're pre-coloured. So look at those. Pretty neat. And I assemble them badly because I don't have patience to wait in between. So I'm kind of like holding them all at once. So that's just something a bit different. And then I thought things like my mimics I've been using as like traders can be there on all the different stands just for some photos. And because The Walking Dead is coming out, not relaunch, the Commonwealth stuff. I haven't, this is exactly how it is. What I might do is put some like some tuft and maybe a bit of like moss or something, but it doesn't need it. It's just, but that's it exactly. It's cool, isn't it? Yeah, all that. Took me a while to figure out which way up to put the corrugated, and I'm not looking at it anymore because I think I got it right, but I was starting to lose my mind. You know, when it all goes in the XLC. I found them on Etsy, but they've got a website as well. Again, no affiliation. Saw it, thought it was cool. And here's a big building. So they're very simple, and that's why I like them as well. They, you can see all the join marks. There's no, super loads and loads of bits, but the whole point is they do the job. And I like that there are some bits. So like here where it's recessed, so it's not just a total flat bit. So you just glue them on the inside. But again, it's just a big bit of impassable terrain. And I thought, that's cool. One for playing Walking Dead with. The Commonwealth apparently is shipping now, so and 2 for the photos. So I did message them and ask if it was okay for me to use them commercially, and they were like, "Oh my god!" So I'm going to take some pictures with those. And yeah, they've got their little vines, but I really like them. And yeah, it's just like making a little box. So I was well chuffed with them. And the other ones were the signposts. So it was like, I think it was like £10 for all 3 of these. Yeah, I really like the graphics. I'm a bigger fan. And then on the back, there's There's even stuff on there. I thought they're ready to go. Like, I like that. So I'm really, really impressed. And they seem like a small company, so that's extra impressive. If you do buy from them, say that I sent you, because then I can try and wangle some off them or something. Then they'll be shill, easily purchased. Lil is here. Good morning, Lil. She's coming over later, I think. What time, Lil? She's going to help pack Kickstarters. Woo woo! Which I could talk about now, actually. That's the next follow-up. Have a drink. Hang on. So, Kickstarter underway. I actually started shipping Definitely Not Damsels 2 on Friday. So a bunch of you have already got stuff. I did ship, I think I shipped about 40, and it was all the small ones because it's that starting point of like clear some tasks. Yes, they've gone out. So it was mostly people that had had just a few of the bits. So I thought I could get them out and that's cleared. Woo. So when you do get yours, make sure to show it online. And the rest will be shipped tomorrow, if not Tuesday. What's early afternoon, Lil? That could be any time. Just so I know where to be. So Mum's going to help pack those. I've also had a bit of a restock of some other bits, so she'll be blister packing them. But she's gonna come down today so we can get an early start tomorrow. I'm really chuffed. It's the start of September. When was the Kickstarter? Like a month ago, so it's already going out. The minis look stunning. I don't have much battery to show you here, but where would I have got it? WhatsApp? No. It makes multiple albums, and I don't know why. So there's like loads of albums called WhatsApp, and I'm like, what? So John has painted the Berserker, and so nice. Look at that. It's so good. And the casts for those are lovely, and the dwarf, just really nice. He's currently painting one of the upcoming releases as well. Actually, got it stacked so that there's releases. Once this is out the way, I've got something already sculpted and being painted to keep you occupied while I'm busy getting Gunny Pets and the World War II Resistance, which is not forgotten either. That's also going to be going along sort of tandem. But I've got some stuff for a few different bits, actually. Got a bit of sci-fi, bit of samurai, bit of not fantasy, bit of I can't remember. I've got a few sets though. So John's been painting those as well as the Kickstarter stuff. So he is on it, which is ace. I can't wait for people to start getting these. Tim says, at this rate, you're going to need new overly ambitious schemes. I am. I'm unstoppable. What's going on? Been very efficient lately as well, which is also like, I've been working my way, well, pretty much getting done those impossible tasks. Yes, Lil, you could perhaps work this afternoon. See, I was thinking about going to the office today for a bit of a chill Sunday work. So if Lil wants to do that, then I could bum around the house for a bit and then go, rather than go immediately. So Kickstarter underway, well chuffed. If you think, dang, I haven't done my pledge manager, then it's still up, go do it. If you didn't back the Kickstarter and you're like, oh, as I posted on Facebook, oh no, it's up on the website, you could go and just add it into your cart and I'd be forced to ship it to you at Kickstarter prices. Oh no. You should do that. As with all our Kickstarters, pretty much the singles are on RRP anyway, but they're always around RRP. They're never going to be over, but sometimes they're under. But I never know RRP until I've actually got them production molded, so I have a bit of a guess. I've got a pretty good idea now, but I hate the whole like, oh, this is the RRP, this is the price at Kickstarter, because I don't know. So it's always the bundles is where you save the cash to try and get some more. But if you want a couple, you can do that, and it will get them before they're officially released. So that is Ace. Well, I've got more things to show you. Oh, more stuff that's come this week. I was well chuffed because this arrived on Friday just after I'd shipped his Kickstarter. So it's like a Kickstarter swap with John Hodgson, Mask Witches of Forgotten Dogland. This is what I was obsessed with. This was my obsession for a while. I forgot I backed for the mega thing. And I generally don't play games, but I was so infused by this that I had to, because I've been following him making everything by hand. The artwork I was just like, this is what the world needs more of. Infused folk making stuff. And the game seems lovely and something like I might actually play, which is a rarity for me because it's very storytelling based. All that. He's currently at Tabletop Scotland with lots of different people, but I assume you're not there if you're watching it this morning. I also got all the different scenarios. Like, this guy is made out of hot glue. Like, what? It's just so creative. And I think sometimes people can get into a bit of a rut of endlessly being what's the word? That word, where you kind of take from other things, but like a lot. So it's like, oh, this is the same as that, is it? Oh, that's just building off that. And it kind of gets a bit stale. And I think with the what's the word, licensing and stuff, things kind of feel churned out sometimes. And this was something where I was like, this is pure art and I love it. Derivative. The prize goes to Peter Bryan there. So I've got the making book, which, look at that thumb. It looks like he's got a huge thumb. I actually read all this last night. I'd read a lot of it because it was he was live sort of blogging it, and I chatted to him the whole time. But it's that picture. Sorry. Oh, that like polystyrene yeah. But it's a good reference for people like me as well. That like, because he got so crazy by the end of it. He was making all these woodlands in his, in his shed. It's like, you're right, John. And then making these elaborate cardboard pipes for the smoke and stuff. But they look so good. Look at that. So all the behind the scenes pictures are really good. And his thoughts, I did message him today and say it was like the absolute ravings of a madman. And I think he'll be happy about that. But yeah, and it's got lots of extra pictures and ideas behind things and how he's sort of thought process along the way, and I really like it. So that I've already consumed. And then because, oh, one more, I also got the ice caves. I got whatever the largest pledge was because I want it all. Oh, they're not even real forests, but look how nice it is. Oh, he's good at this. And I also, for absolute lavishness, got the pine pitch black version as well. Oh la la. As far as I know, it's the same book. It's the same content, but he's put them in beautiful black and white manually as well. Because he's had lots of people going, there's just a grayscale button. No, it's doing a lot more than that. So there's some beautiful pictures. Look at those guys. Look at them watching the waterfall. So they're at, he's brought some of the wee folk from that game to Tabletop Scotland as well. So it's been really sweet to see. So I've got this chunk of books arrived. The postman must, I don't know what he thinks of me in at work, because anything boring that I get comes by courier. So when it's post, it's usually things I've forgotten, and I'm like, what? And then I'll see something, so I saw Handiwork Games. I was like, oh yes, nice, thank you, postman. Okay, that's okay. The MDF company is the XLC. Make sure to mention me. I want to get some more stuff off them anyway, but if I can be like, hey, see all that custom that I got you there, because I found them on Etsy, and if I'm on Etsy, I'll I'll go and see if they've got a website, because I know Etsy take a big cut out. I don't know why I didn't that time, and it was only afterwards. Oh yeah, they've got a website with loads more stuff. Because I thought they had an odd sort of small range, but it's just what they've got on Etsy. So check out on their website. Mhm. Olga is getting there. I can't remember if I said I was going to change her. I think I went through all of the research and went, no, actually, I am happy. I am happy with how she looks. So John's just like, Alan. So he was poorly, but he is not anymore. So he is sculpting away. We have made the controversial decision to have her in multi-part because of the pigeons. But I think it's okay, because I did say a bit of a one-part commitment, but she's going to have the pigeons coming forth from hand. And then it also means you can use her in a non-pigeon context. So it's like additional pigeons is a bit different to like an extra arm or something. So I'm sure everyone will be fine with that. So when she's done, she's going in the mold with the others. What have we got here? More resins to show you. I'll tell you my tale of last Monday as well, which was an adventure. So this is a sneak peek for a bit further down the line. Well, not mega further, but oh, it's so cute. So these are sculpted by Aloe Wire, who's done our giant squid. You won't be able to fully see them, but look at them. There's the third one. It's the angry mushroom guys. So they'll fit in with our angry trees. The angry stumps and like those giant squirrels and stuff. Look at him. Which one? Which one am I on? That one. So we've got these funny fellas to add to the scenics. Go on, get down there. They're so cool. That reminded me. We've also been working on some boxes for retail of scenery. So it's the spooky scenic set, but with different themes. The samples for those arrived. They look really good. So I'll be able to go to retailers soon and say, hey, I understand that there's a million codes. Sometimes harder for retailers. I'm like, you don't have to stock it all. Don't be daunted. There's a lot, but you can choose a little section. And with the scenery, it can now be like, here's some simple boxes. So like starter boxes. It should be nice and easy for people to pick up and be like, I want a spooky area, you know what I mean? And then you can expand it with the blister packs. Also, this guy. So I think I put in the thing something like, do you want to see an old withered mushroom man or something? You won't be able to fully see him because of the focus, but look at him. Have a blurry look at his face. I am old and also a mushroom. There he is. Ooh, little old mushroom man. And then these can just be his friends or something. So, random mushroom stuff to come, yes. So we have that. So it's all been a very, very exciting week. Yeah, angry mushroom. They're going to paint up so fun. So there, with the other bits we've got, they're all just going to. It's just going to make some mad forest, which I think everyone's going to be a bit fan of a mad forest. Monday. So I went to Mum's last week, which is why there was a Friday show. And I thought I'll go from there to Peterborough to get my passport, because I had to do a super fast track passport for Belgium. Next week is Belgium. So there won't be a show next week, but there'll be an after show. So I got nice and early, and I was going to get the bus from where Mum lives to go to Peterborough. And then I realised I didn't have my old passport with me. And Mum can testify that I was cool as a cucumber, too cool. And I had to very quickly plan a very, very quick plan of action to get a lift to the station, to then get a train to Nottingham, then the tram to my house, to get my old passport, to then get the tram back to the station, get a train to Peterborough, run through Peterborough, which I gave myself shin splints because I just haven't ran in ages, and I was proper legging it is the official term. And because I hadn't planned this, my phone battery was really low. So I couldn't really use the map because I needed the phone to give them the confirmation email that they require to get into the passport office. So the phone was just dying as I'm running in one direction, thinking, please be correct, Annie, and this is where the passport office is. Maybe they'll let me charge. Maybe they'll let me charge. Of course they won't. So we got there, and you can only go in 10 minutes before. You can't go in any earlier, just to make it efficient, I think. So the phone was just there going, kill me, Annie, I'm dying. And I'm like, come on, phone, we got this. And I just managed it. But I've got a passport, woo! But no battery. So I did have to go around looking for somewhere that I could charge a phone, which is pretty wild that everyone's apps these days, but where the heck do you charge? And a lovely cafe let me do it, and because I said, help, I'm trapped in Peterborough, my train ticket is on the phone, I can't get away. She went, oh, you poor thing, yes, you can charge up. At which point, I finished the book, The River Kings, woo, and it was awesome. And then somebody else on Instagram, who I forgot the name, sent me a link to a book about the Birka warrior and the other Birka graves. And it's for reenactors, and it's got all the patterns and designs of the clothing. And I went, that's wicked, but it's Sweden. And I couldn't find it. And then I found it direct from the place. So I don't know how long it'll take. I don't think it's been dispatched yet. But I'm going to wait till that arrives before I start designing her as a sort of one-off figure that I want to do of the Birka warrior, because she's cool. So that was an extra bonus that I got that. So yeah, River Kings is a very good book. The Real Valkyrie, also a very good book. Oh yeah, I normally have a battery pack, but I just thought I won't be in any sort of situation because I thought, well, my phone will be charged and I won't be needing, because I was using it to buy the train tickets as. So yeah, definitely. My issue is actually remembering to charge the battery pack also. So I got really into Mum didn't get a day out at Peterborough either. She was all ready to come with me. Oh, you'll have to come here and have a Sunday out at Bad Squiddo. Ooh. Mask witches, mushrooms here, finished. River Kings, passport fail story, complete. That is my tale for the day. So it's been a very busy week, but I've been on it. I've been project managing like a boss. Next week on Thursday, I go to Belgium with a bunch of people who I'm meeting in the Londons, and then I'll be gone. I don't know what. I haven't even looked what. I think that's the last thing I need to do. Figure out how internet works in Europe now that I don't know if we're allowed internet or we're just banned now. So figure out how that works. I will be updating. I'll be updating during, of course, and I'm really excited. But I'm in this like never zone now because I don't want to get anything too started because I've got till Wednesday. So if we can make sure the Kickstarter's done, that'll be a huge tick. That when I come back, it can be like, right, let's get going. So that's going to be awesome. Thank you, as always, for coming along, liking my little mushroom rage, guys. Like, and it's going to be wicked. And I get to visit Ghent Castle as well. So it's going to be cool. That's been quite a monologue today. So thank you all. I'm going to have some early lunch, I think, or brunch, as they call it. I might have a brunch. So thank you very much, and goodbye. I'll let you know when the next stream is. It'll probably just skip a week this time because I'll be recovering. Be recovering and getting stuff together. So I'll probably just wait till the next Sunday. So thank you all. Where we got that? Bye. I'll be a travelled woman next time you see me.